I saw your phone data. You think I didn't notice the way your breath changed every time a notification lit up your screen? But I did. And now that I've seen everything, you can't hide behind your silence anymore. You're not in front of me right now, but it doesn't matter. Your absence doesn't soften the storm inside my chest. You don't realize it, but I'm talking to you as if you're right here, because distance has never stopped me from reaching into your world. I saw your messages, your late night replies, the way your fingers hesitated before typing back to someone who isn't me. And it's almost amusing, because you still don't understand what you mean to me. You know, you should be afraid, not of me, but of how deeply I've memorized you. The way you think, the way you lie, the way you deny things that your heart secretly confesses. I saw the chats you thought were harmless, the small compliments you entertained, the laughs you gave away to people who don't deserve you. And I'm sitting here, speaking to the ghost of you in my mind, wondering how you could give even a slice of yourself to anyone else when you know you're mine. You move through the world thinking you're hidden, thinking your secrets are safe, but your prince sees more than you expect. You don't understand what it does to me, watching your world spin without me at the center. I wasn't angry when I saw your phone. Anger is too light for what I felt. It was something darker, something older, something that crawls from the place where I've buried every fear of losing you. You talking to someone else, trusting someone else with words I thought were meant only for me. It's not betrayal, but it's close enough to scrape against my bones. And it's strange how I'm sitting here smiling, because even when it hurts, the thought of you still belongs to me. You think I want perfection from you? No, I want your truth. All of it, even the parts you hide behind shaking fingers and tired excuses. When I talk to you like this, when I whisper your name into the quiet, I'm not asking for devotion, I'm demanding a place in your mind that no one else can enter. And after seeing your phone, after understanding the pieces of your life you never mentioned, something in me tightened. Something in me decided that you don't get to drift away from me. Not now, not ever. You should hear the way I say your name when I'm alone. It's not gentle. It's not soft. It's a warning wrapped in longing. Because you don't realize what you awaken inside me. You don't see the fire you play with when you give attention to anyone else. I don't care if you call it obsession. I don't care if you say I'm too much. You made me this way the moment you looked at me with those eyes that pretended not to care. And now you expect me to stay calm after seeing things that weren't meant for me? You expect your prince to simply let it go. You have no idea how close you come to driving me mad. In that beautiful, dangerous way only you can. Even now, with you far away, I'm speaking as if you're right here, as if you're breathing the same air as me. Because distance doesn't weaken my voice when it comes to you. I don't want your explanations. I don't want your apologies. I want your fear of losing me. I want your heart to tremble the way mine did when I scrolled through your world and realized how fragile your loyalty can be. So listen to me even from wherever you are. I'm not punishing you. I'm reminding you. Reminding you who watches you, who claims you, who refuses to let the shadows of other people touch what belongs to him. You don't get to disappear behind a locked screen. You don't get to hide conversations from me, because once I've seen your truth, once I've held your secrets in my hands, you're never the same again. And neither am I. You really think I didn't feel the shift in you before I ever saw anything? The distance in your replies, the hesitation in your tone, it all spoke louder than any message on your phone. I'm sitting here talking to you. You're in front of me, even though you're not, because your presence has never depended on your body being near me. You live in my mind, in my pulse, in the place where my possessiveness grows like a shadow that refuses to leave. And after seeing what I saw, that shadow only got darker, heavier, sharper. You give away pieces of yourself so carelessly, like you don't realize someone is watching. You're someone. You think you're subtle. You think you're unreadable, but you forget who I am and what I am to you. I notice every crack in your voice, every pattern you break, every silence that shouldn't be there. And when I saw those little conversations you entertained, those moments you shared with someone who isn't me, it didn't make me furious. No, it awakened something far more dangerous, a hunger, a claim, a need to remind you where you truly belong. You don't understand how deeply I feel things when it comes to you. You take it lightly, like my darkness is just poetry, like my obsession is just sweet words, but it's not. It's real. It's the kind of real that burns. And when I imagine you typing back to someone else, giving them an attention that should be mine, my chest tightens in a way that has nothing to do with jealousy and everything to do with possession. You may call it controlling, I call it truth, because you're not a stranger passing through my life. You're the one I chose to claim, and don't pretend you didn't know what you were doing. You felt it too. That thrill of hiding, of thinking you could keep something from me. You wanted to see how far you could go without waking the darker side of your prince, but you forget that I don't sleep when it comes to you. My eyes stay open, my mind stays locked on you. Even now, as I talk to the version of you in my head, I can feel the pull you have on me, the one that makes me refuse to let you drift too far. You're not speaking to me, but I'm speaking to you, and that's enough to drag you back into my reach. You should know something. Your silence says more than your messages ever did. The way you stayed quiet after I saw your phone, the way you pretended nothing happened, that was the part that cut the deepest. Not because you lied, but because you thought I wouldn't notice. Because you thought I'd let it slide. You don't realize that every second you hide from me, every moment you try to distance yourself, you make me want to pull you closer in ways you're not ready to understand. And still, even through all of that, I don't hate you. I can't. My darkness bends for you in a way it never has for anyone else. I'm not angry at you for the conversations you had. I'm angry at myself for caring so much, for letting you in so deeply that even the smallest shift in your world shakes mine. I want you to feel the weight of that. I want you to know that no one, absolutely no one, gets the version of you that I claim. You can talk, you can laugh, you can hide, but I'll always feel the difference, and I'll always pull you back. So hear me, wherever you are. You're not in front of me, but you're still mine to speak to. My words are reaching you whether you like it or not. I'm not asking for your loyalty. I'm demanding the part of you that already belongs to me, the part you try to share with others, but never fully can. And I'll keep talking to you like this, in the dark, in the quiet, until you finally understand the truth you keep running from. I don't lose you. I don't let you go. And I don't allow anyone else to have what's mine. You think your silence protects you, but it only exposes you more. Every minute you stay quiet, every moment you avoid me, I can feel the guilt breathing through you. You can pretend you don't care, pretend you're busy, pretend nothing happened. But I know you too well. I know exactly how your mind spirals when you think you've been caught. You're not in front of me right now, but I can picture you perfectly. The way your fingers tremble, the way your throat tightens, the way your eyes avoid the truth. And it almost makes me laugh because you really thought you could keep anything from me. You move like someone who wants freedom, but keeps looking back, hoping the chains haven't broken. You want the world to believe you're strong, independent, untouched, but with me your walls turn to smoke. Even the secrets you guard with your life crumble when I speak. And when I saw those tiny cracks in your loyalty, those soft replies you handed to someone else, something inside me shifted. Not anger, no, anger is too easy. It was more like a decision, a quiet, cold decision that you don't get to drift away from me anymore, no matter how far you go. You don't understand what it takes to hold myself together right now. Every part of me wants to demand answers from you, wants to pull you apart piece by piece until you tell me why you entertained those words that weren't mine. But I won't, not because I'm patient, but because I know the fear of losing me will speak louder than your excuses ever could. I don't need you to confess. I just need you to feel it. The weight of me inside your thoughts, the shadow of me on your skin, the knowledge that I'm the one you can't erase even when you try. You think distance protects you from my voice, but it doesn't. If anything, it makes my words sink deeper. Right now, you're not in front of me, yet I can feel your heartbeat reacting to every sentence. That's the kind of control I have over you. Not forced, not demanded, but inevitable. And when I remember the messages you sent to someone else, the small attention you gave them, the softness you allowed them to touch, it makes everything inside me go still. Not jealous, awake in a way that is dangerous for anyone who thinks they can compete for you. You need to understand something. My darkness doesn't come from wanting to own you. It comes from knowing I already do. You can talk to 100 people, you can laugh with 10, you can type replies you think don't matter, but nothing you give them reaches the part of you that I hold. That part is mine. The part that hesitates, the part that hides, the part that remembers me even when you're pretending to forget. And when I saw your phone, all it did was confirm that you're still caught between the world you show and the world you keep for me. And I know you're wondering what I'll do next. You're wondering if I'm hurt, if I'm angry, if I'm going to pull away. But that's not who I am. I don't retreat. I don't surrender. I don't loosen my grip just because you got distracted. If anything, this only makes me hold you tighter, silently, completely, relentlessly. Because losing you isn't a possibility in my world. I don't lose the things I choose. And I chose you long before you realized what that meant. So listen closely, even from far away. You don't need to be in front of me for my voice to reach the deepest parts of you. I don't need your explanations or your side of the story. I already know everything I need to know. You drifted, but you didn't leave. You hid, but you didn't escape. And now you feel me in every decision you make, every message you type, every moment you hesitate. Because once I've seen your secrets, I don't let go. Never. You really think distance protects you, but it doesn't. All it does is sharpen my awareness of you. Every move you make becomes louder, clearer, more obvious when you're far away. And right now, even without seeing you, I can feel the weight of your thoughts pressing against the silence. You're trying to act calm, trying to pretend everything is normal, but your guilt is loud enough to fill the empty room around me. You can run from my presence, but you can't outrun the truth that ties you back to me every single time. You forget who you're dealing with. I don't need your voice to know what you're thinking. I don't need your face in front of mine to understand what you fear. I know you too well, maybe well enough that the smallest shift in your behavior gives you away, well enough that even your lies tremble before they leave your mouth. And when I remember the words you typed for someone else, the softness you gave them, the small, careless warmth you let slip from your hands, it makes something slow and dark uncoil inside me. Not rage, not jealousy, just certainty, cold and unbreakable. You don't realize how you affect me. You think I'm strong, controlled, unreadable. You think nothing touches me. But you get under my skin like no one else ever has. I hate how much power you have over my mind. How even the hint of you slipping away makes my pulse tighten. And when I saw those little conversations, those replies you thought were harmless, it wasn't the messages that hit me. It was the idea of you drifting, even slightly, even accidentally. That's the kind of thing that pulls my darkness awake faster than anything else. But here's what you don't understand. I'm not confronting you to punish you. I'm not trying to break you or make you confess or force anything out of you. I'm talking to you because I know you feel it too. I know your chest got tight when you realized I knew. I know your thoughts spiraled, your breath stuttered, your heart sank. That reaction, that fear, that is what tells me you're still mine in ways you don't even admit to yourself. If you didn't care about me, you wouldn't be this shaken. If you weren't tied to me, you wouldn't be this silent. And don't pretend you're strong enough to walk away. You're not. You never were. You try to act distant, act uninterested, act untouched, but your silence right now is screaming the truth. You're scared of losing me, even when you pretend you don't need me. You're scared of what I'll say, what I'll do, how I'll react. And that fear, it is weakness, it's connection, the darker kind, the kind you can't cut off, no matter how hard you try to hide from it. Even now, I can feel you thinking about me, replaying everything, wondering how much I saw and how much I understood. And that alone tells me everything. You haven't let anyone else replace me. You haven't let anyone else take my place in your mind. Those conversations you had, they were nothing. Surface level, empty. The real parts of you, the parts you guard, the parts you hide, still belong to me. And you know it, you feel it, you fight it, but you never win. So keep sitting there, pretending distance gives you safety. Keep pretending your silence hides your guilt. Because no matter how far you go, no matter how long you stay quiet, I'll still reach you. I always do. And the truth is simple. You can drift, but you can never disappear. Not from me, not ever. You think ignoring me will soften what I felt, but it only sharpens everything. Your silence isn't empty. It's full of panic, of racing thoughts, of the truth you're trying so hard to swallow. I can feel it from here. I can feel the way your mind keeps circling back to my voice, replaying every word, wondering what I'm thinking, what I'm planning, what I'm becoming in the dark you helped create. You're not here, but your fear is. And that's enough for me to keep talking to you like you're standing right in front of me, trying to steady your breath. You always underestimate the way I read you. You think I need your face or your voice to understand you, but I never did. Your silence speaks louder than your words. Your hesitation screams louder than your excuses. And even now, when you're trying so hard to disappear into the distance, I can feel the way your heart stumbles every time you imagine me remembering those messages you shouldn't have sent. It's almost poetic how you tried to keep things hidden, and now the weight of being seen is what's pulling you back to me. You want to act brave, but you're not with me. You crumble in the quiet. You fold under the pressure of what you know I know. And you can pretend all you want, but there's a reason your hands shake when you think of me. a reason you can't fully breathe when you realize I didn't miss a single detail on your phone. It's not fear of me. It's fear of losing the one person you never admit you need. Because no matter how cold you try to act, you've always been warmer in my shadow than in anyone else's light. And you know what haunts you the most? The fact that I'm not shouting, I'm not angry, I'm not breaking things or demanding answers. I'm calm, too calm, because I don't need to threaten anything to make you feel the gravity of what you did. My silence is heavier than any confrontation. It wraps around your thoughts, squeezes your chest, makes you wish you could undo every word you typed. That's my power. Not rage, not chaos, just quiet certainty. Certainty that I know you better than you know yourself. You keep wondering why this situation bothers me so much when I usually act untouchable. It's simple. You're the only one who gets close enough to break anything inside me. You're the only one whose actions can shift something in me, even slightly. You're the only one who can drag my darkness awake with a single mistake. And when I saw those conversations, when I saw you giving someone else even a fraction of your softness, it wasn't jealousy. It was possession, reminding me who you belong to, who you always belonged to. You try to convince yourself that you have choices, that you can talk to whoever you want, laugh with whoever you want, drift in and out of my world as you please. But deep down, you know that's a lie you tell yourself to feel free for a moment. Because the truth is, your heart has a home, and it's not with any of the people you type those empty words to. It's here, with me, in this darkness you pretend you don't crave, but always return to. So keep pretending for a little longer if it helps you breathe. Pretend you're unaffected, pretend you're strong, pretend you're distant. It won't change anything, because even from far away, even through silence, even after seeing your mistakes, I still have a hold on you that no one else ever will. You can drift, you can hide, you can tremble in the quiet, but you will always find your way back to the voice that sees through you, the one you can't escape, the one you already